Hello everyone, this is Lorraine from Card Creations, and today I'd like to share a card project with you. And I'm trying to stay out of my normal color palette, which is pinks, greens, whites. So this particular card is done in mostly the blue tones. And the card base is 5.5 by 7.5, and I did use a couple items, and one of them is this Heartfelt Creations stamp, which has a cardinal on it, and with on a branch. And then I also used the Spellbinder die. I used the large one and the middle one, or these two sizes, the two larger sizes, to create this frame. So we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have my card base, and I've already added one layer onto the front, and I've got my second layer, which is another shade of blue. It's hard to see it, but it does have some blue design on it. And then this one is a solid blue, and what I've done to the top and the bottom, this is about 1.5 inches, and this is 2 inches wide. And what I did is I got my scoring tool, and I scored every 1/4 inch from the top 1.5 inches, and then on the bottom from the bottom up 2 inches. So you can kind of see the design there, which gives it a little bit more of a interest. Let's see, I'm not sure if you can see that or not. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attach that to the other two layers of our card. I'm going to add a little bit extra adhesive since there's quite a few layers that will be going on top of this. On my two layers here, I've also added a 1 layer of foam tape in between. So I'll go ahead and add that. There we go. Okay, so now the next thing we'll get to do is add our frame. And like I mentioned, when you use the die cuts or the dies, you will put these two together on your cutter and cut these at the same time, and this is the frame that you get. So I've already added 2 layers of foam tape to the back of this. Go ahead and peel that off. And I'm just going to position this edge here on the inside with the last line that I drew from my score board, and that's where I'm going to add that. Try to even it out. It's hard to see from a distance. Okay, so we'll just push that down. Okay, so now after I've stamped and colored my cardinals, I actually did 2, and on the one that's going to go on the top, I've added some few rhinestones to the center of the flowers. And on the back, I've positioned my 2 layers of foam tape on certain sections, and you'll be able to figure that out when where to add your foam tape once we add this to the inside. So I kind of want this right about there, and I want this portion of the shape to come over my die cut. So we're going to go ahead and peel 1 layer of foam tape, and I've only added it right in the inside section behind the bird. Okay, and I am going to put that kind of inside the frame, this portion here, and then this one will hang over. Okay, so we'll go ahead and add the top layer, second layer. It really adds quite a bit of interest once you have 2 layers like this, and I do offset it just a little bit so you can see the underside. Okay, and this will go just directly on top. And like I said, I'm just going to offset it just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So cute. Okay, I do have some rhinestones that I'm going to lay across the top and along the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and do that next. And hopefully I can get it straight. I'm going to have to move in just a little bit. And I'm going to put it right on that second line. Just have a little bit of space at the top. And I think it's a little too long. I'm going to have to cut a couple of those off. Alright, and we'll just go ahead and do the bottom. I don't think I brought any scissors with me. Okay, add that there. I'll have to trim that in just a little bit. Alright, and the last thing, or not last thing, but we'll go ahead and add our sentiment to the front, and I just cut 2 coordinating scallop circles. I'm adding foam tape to the bottom of this so I can layer it right about here. And I guess I put this one just a little bit lower than I did my original sample. But that's okay, we'll just add it right there. I like that. Okay, now for the inside, whenever you cut your top frame, you have this border left, and I hate to throw it away, so I'm going to go ahead and use that for my inside. I did add a piece of wide cardstock and put this on top, and that way you'll have a little bit more stability on the back of your card. So I'll just go ahead and add some ATG. There we go. Almost a free frame for your inside. And there we have our blue card using a Cardinal stamp from Heartfelt Creations and a Spellbinder die. Thanks for watching.